What is up guys, it's Jordan here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we've got some more information on Operation Blood Orchid. I know I made a video on it yesterday, but then last night some more information got leaked conveniently right after I uploaded the last video, so we're going to be going over that information today. So again, I would like to point out there is the possibility that this information could be faked and it could not be real, but there is it's basically confirmed. Again, it's very unlikely that it's going to be fake due to the high quality images of the leaked information and just in line with what we already know about the operators and what they could potentially be. We're going to hop into the information with the first two Hong Kong operators that have been leaked. So the first operator is the attacker and her name is going to be Ying. Now this would have been Dazzler as the codename was, as I mentioned in the last video. So as you can see from the image, Ying has a special ability that has a cluster of flash charges that can be either anchored onto surfaces or rolled out as a grenade. Now in theory this is going to make her a non-lethal version of Fuse in certain situations by anchoring it onto surfaces and allowing you to breach a hostage room and flash out everyone inside without actually harming the hostage, and also you have the added utility of being able to roll them out as grenades as well, providing her with a high amount of utility for her special ability. Now in terms of how effective this will be in practice, it's hard to say at the moment because it's just theory. Personally, I think it's going to be very useful in hostage. I'm not too sure how well it's going to translate to other game modes, but we will see, because it's very hard to say what kind of uses players will get out of characters until they're actually in the game, because everyone comes up with their own play styles and sort of utilizes characters in different ways, which is where we learn how effective they are. The second character is Legion, and he is a defending operator, and as you can see from the picture, he would have been Caltrop. You can see the small logo sort of half cut out, but that is the logo for Caltrop that we've seen before, and his name has now been confirmed as Legion. So his special ability is cloaked toxic mines, injecting a compound which injures opponents and limits their speed. Now I'm assuming the cloak is going to be similar to that of the Echo drone in the fact that you can kind of maybe see a slight outline of it every now and again, but generally it will be quite well cloaked. Now I think this operator is going to be very interesting because it's going to limit the ability to have things such as Ash Rushes. He's going to be able to completely stop an Ash Rush dead and make them very vulnerable when they're trying to do their heavy push. Now every operator should have a counter, so I'm thinking that IQ is going to be a very useful character with Caltrop. I reckon it's going to become an electrical device, meaning that IQ will be able to spot it. Now if that's not the case, then it's going to completely end Ash Rushes, and for some they're going to be super over the moon about that. But to be honest, Ash Rush is, I mean, I've never really done it personally myself because I'm not that kind of player, but it is a tactic. It's not a cheaty tactic, it's a tactic that can be countered quite easily if you pay attention, and it's not like a major thing that needs to be stopped in its tracks dead, like outright, sorry. So I think if they don't make IQ able to detect these mines, it's going to be interesting, and I assume there'll be something else that will allow us to detect them easier, even not just for Ash Rush's sake, but just for general annoyance. It would be annoying if you couldn't see them. So I really do think IQ is going to be the major counter to this character, but we shall see. And going back to Ying for a minute, I'm assuming the same as Fuse, Mute's going to be obviously the main counter for that in order to mute her from actually throwing them, but then she does have that added utility of rolling them out as a grenade. So I believe that's going to be interesting because Mute will be able to stop her from anchoring them onto surfaces and like doing a fuse essentially, but then she can always roll them out as grenades, which will obviously counter out the Mute charge, hopefully. So the final operator is Ela, and she is the Polish operator that we've been hearing so much about for so long and have seen several leaked images of. She does now have green hair, which to be honest I'm not too keen on. I did prefer the blonde. If you've seen that from the leaked image, I thought it looked a lot more, I don't know, it looks a bit too out there for Siege, to be totally honest. I know there's obviously crazy skins and everything, but the operators generally have a slight seriousness to them, and I just don't really like that, but that's completely personal. You know, if you like it, that's cool. I think the blonde looked better, and I will throw out an image of the blonde hair as well very quickly. But anyway, going back to the operator, as you can see, she's a defensive operator, and she has the ability for a Greismut mine. I hope I pronounced that right. And this is a concussion proximity mine that can be anchored onto surfaces, impairing hearing and causing a dizzying effect. Now this one I'm a little bit on the fence about. Now it's very similar to a character that's just been released, Legion, and I think we're going to have a few possible weeks or months of just crazy mines going off everywhere. You're going to be getting slowed by Legion, you're going to be getting this stuff from Ela, you might even be getting Echo Drone. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. And that leads me on to the next reason I'm not too keen on it. It's basically Echo's drone, but not in the form of a drone, and you have a limited number of them, whereas obviously Echo's one, it restores itself and you can go again, whereas this one, obviously I'm assuming you're going to have like 3 or 4. Again, it may be used very well to counter out an Ash Rush, but we already have Legion for that. So I'll be honest, I don't like to put my opinion across too much, but I don't see a massive use for Ela right now. But again, I could be corrected when she comes out and people start coming up with tactics for her and using her in actual practice. But anyway guys, that was all the leaked information for the new operators coming in Blood Orchid. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you think their uses are going to be, how they're going to be counted, everything about the new operators and what you think. I'll be really interested to read through the comments and see what you guys think about them, because I'm kind of in the middle about some of them. I think they're going to be cool, but you know. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate it if you smack the like button and subscribe if you are new around here. I do put out content as much as I can, normally daily. Anyway, I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one.